This is Business Rockstars. I'm Brittany Lehman, and my guest today is Tyler Boone, artist and founder of Boone's Bourbon, which is right here. Mm-hmm. Tyler, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Should we do a little taste test?
Sure. You want to try some?
Yeah,
awesome.
I would love to.
I'll give you a little one.
Okay, yeah, a baby one, baby shot.
I'll give you the rundown, the mash bill. It's 117 proof, so it's like a shot and a half, but it's 5 years aged.
Okay.
So it's smooth, and it's 75 corn. So to be a bourbon, it'd be majority corn. So it's actually a bourbon.
Maybe give me just like a little less of...
That'll be mine.
Okay.
And 21 rye, 4 barley.
Okay.
That's the mash bill.
Okay.
I'll just take a sip. Cheers.
Cheers.
It'll get you.
That got me. It's good, though.
Awesome.
It's really good. Tell me about Boone's Bourbon and kind of your growth and your journey around it.
Boone's Bourbon was a private label that I started in 2014. We finally launched in 2018, but it took 4 years.
Right.
Paperwork, funding, but last April we finally launched it.
And why did you decide bourbon?
Living in Nashville, Kentucky Bourbon Trail bleeds into it, so everyone loves it. Number 2, my last name's Boone, so I kind of thought that'd work, Boone's Bourbon.
Gotta capitalize on that. It's a natural fit.
For sure, yep.
So as you said, it was about a 4-year process. Mm-hmm. What was kind of one of the biggest challenges that you faced when you were starting Boone's Bourbon?
The funding, obviously, and number 2, the state license. Yeah. Federal's pretty easy. You could apply for one today. It's not that hard. But state license, every state's different, and it's a lot of money, and it's a lot of time. And so we were able to partner with this awesome distillery in Charleston called Stripe Pig. And 2 months after partnering with them, this lady, Pixie Paula, came along. It's called Local Choice Spirits. She owns like 1 million brands. And she offered to buy us out with shares. Awesome partnership, because now we get to use every state license in the country because of her. So now we're able to move really fast. And just in a year, we're in like 9 states.
And tell me about the growth of Boone's Bourbon and where you guys are kind of breaking into.
Well, South Carolina is where I live currently. And obviously in your home state, you're always going to do better. But living in Nashville, like we got that really quick because I play Nashville a lot in Tennessee, Memphis, Knoxville. And then we got Atlanta, which is huge. And then we just got Costco. And that's going to change everything.
That will be a huge game changer. Yep. And you sold 49% of the company. So tell me about that and that process.
So Pixie Paula, Local Choice, was like, I want to partner with you. And what she gave up is, or what she gave in really is funding. So she now funds the product, and she does this for a lot of people. She probably love to talk to 1 million people about it. It's an awesome platform. She does the funding, and then she does the state licensing. So it's our job to market it and promote it and get it into things like Costco or, hey, maybe next month we're in Nevada. You know what I mean? So it's our job to keep it moving, and it kind of makes us both accountable for both things. Like she's like, I'm doing my part, so you better get out there and get some sales. So it was a great partnership, and I'm glad we did it.
And were you ever afraid to fail when you first started? Because a lot of entrepreneurs, people who want to start, grow, or fund a business, don't do so because they're afraid of failure. For
sure. I mean, dude, it took 4 years, and I would tell people all the time, like, I have a meeting with this distillery, I drive like an hour and a half to this one in Tennessee, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to happen. You know what I mean? It's really hard to break into it because there's so many brands out there. The distributor's like, are we going to actually like make any sales off of you? Right. It's really tough. A lot of people maybe do it for like a vanity project. Like maybe like a bigger artist has one, they don't own it. But the thing with me is when I go pitch it to not just distributors, but also like at liquor stores or bars where we're playing, I actually own it. So it just kind of shows more incentive, like, oh, this guy actually cares. So, for me, it wasn't really a hard, rocky road. The 4 years took a long time because just figuring it out, and I was just a broke college grad living in Nashville doing the songwriter thing. Right. But once we got it going, it's been pretty incredibly insane how fast it's been moving.
And so how important would you say passion plays? How important of a role does passion play in what you do, in your music and in your bourbon?
Passion makes, people look at it and they go, you're crazy, right? Like, how could you think that you're going to be fine with that? Yeah. But in your own mind, you have your own idea, your own business plan. I mean, when this came out, we were like hustling, like I was walking to bars up and down Charleston, like, please try it, and you'll give bottles out to businesses all the time. And then you come back and like you give a bottle to a business, they make a lot of money for a free bottle. Right. And so then you come back and like, did you pick it up? And they didn't. It's a lot of persistence with everything. So. Yeah.
And where can people either hear your music, hear your music, and purchase Boone's Bourbon?
You can listen to music on Spotify, tylerboonmusic.com.
And on Amazon. I listen to you on Amazon Music.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And Pandora and Tidal, all that stuff. Which I love streaming, by the way. I think it's great.
Yeah.
But, and then drinkboonsbourbon.com. And you can order it online. It's a whole new platform we have. If we're in your state, you can order it.
Amazing. Tyler, thank you so much for joining us.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for the bourbon. It was amazing.
Pleasure.
Thank you to my guest, Tyler Boone, artist and founder of Boone's Bourbon.